All right, yo, Bootleg Kev podcast. We have got the writer of writers.
JR
Writer is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Kev, thanks for having me back. What up?
Good, man. Welcome. This is your first time on the Bootleg Kev podcast.
Yeah.
We had you at Real 92.3 before.
Yeah, shouts to DJ Head.
Shout out to DJ Head. The COVID has shut down the radio station.
Yeah, it's quiet.
So we're here at my studio. Well, how you been, man?
I've been good, man. Just working.
So give us like a rundown of everything you got going on right now.
I'm dropping an album October 30th. I would call it an EP because my album coming after like a few of those. But I'm dropping on October 30th, this Friday. It's called I Really Rap 2. Shout outs to 38 Spec. Shout outs to Royce the 5'9". Shout outs to Dave E. Shout outs to Fred Money. And shout outs to all the producers on there that produce fire top to bottom. You know I don't play, man.
You and Royce?
I take this serious.
So you got Royce on there?
Yeah, me and Royce. It's serious.
Ooh.
I didn't even want to leak it. I just want people to hear it when it drops.
When the project drops.
Facts.
Now, obviously, most people know you from your Dipset ties. I want to kind of go back before that. Kind of give me your history of how you got into music, man. Like, like, at what year did you start taking this shit serious? Obviously, there was a JR writer before you started working with Dipset.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was 11 when I first started. I was influenced by like Wu-Tang, Snoop Dogg, Tupac, Big Pun, Big L.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I started rapping at 11, 12, 13, you know, running the streets, battling, making a name for myself. And then at 16, somebody introduced me to Killer in Harlem one day. So yeah, and then history from there.
So from 16 on, you was just Cam locked in with you?
From 16 and on. Yeah, that's a fact.
Damn.
Showing me the ropes, you know. I was like a sponge around Jewels, around Cam, around Jim, just, you know, picking up little things from everything, business.
And man, at what point in time? So obviously, 16 years old, you meet Cam. How long after that was it before you actually, you know, were officially Dipset?
Well, it took me a minute because I had to prove myself, you know. And we from Harlem, so we always competitive. So Cam used to test me. Like, I was wild young and it don't matter where it was at. I'll take the train there. I'll walk there. It didn't matter. I was that hungry. So, you know, he'll make sure I was on my toes. So anytime I come around, he'll be like, yo, let me hear something. It could be a room full of people we could be at a bar. Let me hear something. And if it sound like something I spit or nah, I heard that. Let me hear something else. Oh, you falling off? Oh, I know you ain't slacking. Right. I never wanted that reaction from anybody, so I always stayed on my toes and I always proved myself. Like, they didn't have to come to me. Like, I hear is a video shoot, I pull up to the video shoot with my mixtape done. Like, yo, Cam, look, I'm done.
Here, I'm ready to work.
I just need you to host it. I'm gonna put it out.
What year was okay, I don't know how old you are, but when you're 16 and you first
35.
So when you're 16, you first meet Cam. This is around which era? Is this is after
2000s.
SDE?
This is after, yeah. This is around the time I met him right when Jewels got signed. Jim didn't even have a deal yet.
So was this around Take Me Home?
No, Come Home with Me.
Come Home with Me, Take Me Home. I'm tripping.
That's like a Drake song.
Yeah, bro. You could I just had this huge Drake argument all day today on the internet, and I was just listening to Drake's album in my car.
Drake ill.
He's all right. That's what the argument was about. But no, Come Home with Me. I feel like was like Cam's like coming out party, you know, his first project with Rockefeller.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that kicked off the real, like, obviously Dipset was doing their thing with the mixtapes, but I feel like that really kicked off the wave of like the movement where it was felt nationwide. Like,
oh yeah.
Like Dipset was something that wasn't just like New York secret, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's a fact. Like, I don't know if Cam planned it. Or I really think it probably happened naturally, but he has that confidence. Like, all of us from Harlem has that confidence where it's like, this what we gonna do, B. We gonna put out this. We was like the first, Dipset, honestly, was like the first rap group to put out street mixtapes without DJs, like a DJ.
Because usually
you could
like
debate G Unit. You could debate G Unit. You could debate because we came out same
Yeah, but they
time.
still had like, when you say without a DJ, like obviously they had Who Kid and I think Who Kid was
a DJ.
Was hosting most of their tapes.
That's a fact. No, but K Slay hosted ours.
I was gonna say K Slay hosted the Dipset shit.
Yeah.
So you were around during? You might not have been official yet, but you were around like the diplomatic immunity wave? Like
yeah, I was supposed to be on the first album, but the song me, Kim, and Herb McGruff from Harlem, shouts to him, we had didn't get cleared. So little things like that, I felt like God put in my path, in my way, for me to go harder, from haters to little obstacles like that, to where it's like not easy for me, so I can always stay on my toes and always focus.
But
like,
you was around during that time.
No, I was around. I was
which
around.
Which is crazy. That's
when,
like, yo, tell me about those times, man, because I just remember vividly as a kid buying the XXL where everybody was in there with the Timbs, and that was like when I first saw, like, I really got to kind of like figure out who Jim Jones was. Yeah, like I forget, everybody had jerseys on in the XXL
throwback jerseys, yeah, Mitchell
and
and
colorful Timbs and shit. Like, I remember that shit vividly. Like
the airbrush Timbs and all that.
Yep. But like, what was it like being around that energy? Because we look at it now and it's like we miss that in hip hop. You know, I think Dipset is so nostalgic to so many people. To me, you know, specifically, I remember, you know, just like that whole era, just the feeling that it brought to the game, and like I feel like it's missing. But you were there for it. Like, did you realize like how special this shit was at the time? Because at the time, it wasn't like Dipset was like the commercially the biggest shit, but it was like in this, it was like culturally so big. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, Cam had hit records, Joel's had hit records, but I mean, like culturally, they meant so much at that time. Did you know like what you were part of at that time when you were like a kid?
The reason I even got down with Kid, man, and hollered at somebody to get me to him is because him and Jim and Joel's already had that wave already, where it was just a hood wave, where it's like everybody knew. I mean, I'm pretty sure other places knew about Joel's in the beginning or whatever, off Cam SDE album.
Great album.
But the mixtapes and those albums or whatever had them as hood legends already. Right. Me just, I mean, getting down with them at that time was like a dream come true. It's like, yo, that's like somebody being from Brooklyn getting signed with Jay-Z, or somebody being from LA and getting down with Snoop Dogg, Dogg Pound. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it was magical. It's like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I would come in and, you know, they swag is just like, or I was swag because I was there, but I'm just saying, I'm looking from the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? But it was dope. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? Just from the fashion to the touring to the radio freestyles, everything. From when we was at the bottom to where we at the top, everything. The whole run we had was just epic. It was dope.
Do you remember how old you were when you officially finally got your name on the contract with Cam?
I was 18 years old. I remember because we was on a tour bus, and I was waiting for because we was on a tour for Diplomatic Immunity 2.
Yep.
And I wanted to matter of fact, Cam wanted me. Cam like, yo, I wanted the tour to be over. Matter of fact, I'm like, damn, I want to get back and pick up my check because I had just signed or whatever. And Cam like, nah, B, you ain't picking up the check until y'all drink a whole box of scissor. We celebrating.
Oh, when you had the drink.
It was like 100 nips.
I remember that. I remember his drink, yeah.
They was just like dumb hot, but I ain't gonna hold you. I was happy. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't care. I'm like, I'm gonna drink at least half a box and tell them I'm sick. But yeah, you know, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we got back, I signed. I remember that was my last time I took the train, and somebody talked my ear off to death. Like, yeah, what you doing on the train? Don't worry, this will be the last time.
Yo, I never got to try scissor. How was it good?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I mean, it's just different.
What was it? Because I just remember seeing the ads and like the source and shit. Like, I wasn't old enough to fucking drink, obviously.
It had the flavor like a not 99, like hypnotic.
I'm about to say purple hypnotic.
Yeah, like a purple hypnotic. You know what I mean? Type of taste.
I missed that whole wave in life. I've never even drank hypnotic, and I'd like to consider myself a mild alcoholic now.
But that's how. Yeah, but then you was drinking Incredible Hulks. But anyway, okay. But look,
missed that whole wave in life.
That's how you know the just the aura, our aura, how crazy it was, because Jim had that idea. And you know, when an artist says, yo, I'm gonna come out with my own liquor and all that, it doesn't matter where he in his career. It's dope, it's salutable, right. But we care about your music more than the side things that you coming out with. But when he came out with that, everyone ran with it. That bottle was like a rosé bottle in the hood. Everywhere we went, it was just fire. I mean, we was that influential. I mean, when I toured the world, that's when I really realized how big Dipset was. Going to Japan, Switzerland, Sweden, all those places.
Yo, I can only imagine.
On my own at that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Fast forward a year and a half or two ago. When did you guys drop your project?
The Upstage.
How long ago was that? That was like last year or the year
2018.
before? So about 2 years ago. You guys dropped it the same day as Dipset dropped their shit?
Mm-hmm. The same day as Diplomatic Community.
And then I remember hitting play on it, and I was on the intro. You guys used like a question I asked Jim in an interview, like as the intro, and I was like, "Oh!" And that's what I think when I hit
fire.
you, like, "Hey, fam."
Yeah. You said thanks for the shout out. That's why I'm like, you know what? Let me hit him.
Nah, but I think that there's like, what's your relationship like with everybody in the crew now? Because I feel like that kind of felt like there might be some obviously you guys dropped the record, no reunions, like. Mm-hmm. Is there any static?
It's just a bunch of us, and we're not always on the same page. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all love. It wasn't like on some, I'm going to put out the album and as a diss, you know what I'm saying? Or as a response. It's like, okay, I hear that they putting out an album. Let's do our own version since we can't do I ain't getting no phone call, but I'm not going to lie. A week before I was releasing, Jewels had called me, you know what I'm saying, to get on the album, but...
This is before he was locked up, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, shouts to Jewels. He just came home.
Yeah, he did. Shout out to him.
But it wasn't no static. But as far as now, I got no problems with nobody. I spoke to Jim. I speak to Jewels, you know what I mean, here and there.
It seems like Cam is the one who consistently...
Cam is the one that messed everything up. Nah, fuck with you. Nah.
No, but it just seems it feels like he's the guy who's like, I feel like Jim and Jewels are always cool. I feel like it's always like a Cam thing. At least from the outside looking in as a fan, like...
Yeah. I mean, Cam is Cam. You know what I'm saying? He's going to move on his own time, so it is what it is.
Do you know how he felt about you guys doing that?
About doing the project?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I heard from somebody that he probably mad at me, but, it's all love.
Have you talked to him since then?
No, I haven't. But shouts to Cam, you know what I'm saying? He doing business with my guy, Ryan. We got a whole CBD company coming out or whatever. Called Legends of Hemp, where we doing, lines with different legends or whatever. Check out that. It's coming soon.
Do you find it a gift and a curse being associated? Like, obviously, being a part of Dipset and the allure and the history, there's always a built-in fan base for that. Like, it's almost like, fan base bias. Like, as soon as somebody finds out you're Dipset. Like right now with TDE, if TDE signs somebody, they got crazy fans that are just gonna fuck with that artist no matter what. Uh-huh. Is that a gift and a curse to kind of like always carry the Dipset like with you? Like is it?
It's a gift and a curse because it's like sometimes a person might not know how to answer a certain question at a certain moment. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a bunch of us. You know what I'm saying? Plus. That name is attached, so anywhere I go, whether I do an interview next week, them questions is gonna come up. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think it's a curse at all. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a curse. Because I helped build that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's a curse.
Yeah, we talk about Harlem, and Harlem's got such a crazy history. I remember the first time I ever went to New York, one of the only things that I cared to do was go to Harlem and take a picture in front of the Big L mural.
Oh, yeah, we was just out there. I had the Ferrari out there shooting my video.
Yeah, me and my baby mama at the time, we took the train, and I was like, look, I just need to get this one picture.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
We went and ate at, what's the soul food spot there? The big popular soul food place in
Harlem. You talking about Roof Chris? You talking about...
the soul food spot.
Not Roof Chris. Amy Roof's, my bad.
Yeah, Sylvia's. I went to Sylvia's. Yup.
Fred is more outside than me. I'm in the studio all day.
He said, I'm in this.
Yeah, Fred, that's him. I'm outside. Yo, Jay, you got to come outside.
Yeah, so you've obviously been putting in work, but like with the new project, Dave East, somebody also who is one of the greats out of the city right now.
Right. Shouts to Dave East.
Is it like you mentioned that there's going to be an album? How do you separate what's on the EP, what's on the album? Like, do you tuck certain shit? Like, this is the album shit.
So yeah, because with albums, I got songs that are like they sound like album cuts. With my EPs or my mixtapes or my street albums or whatever you want to label them, as long as it's not called the album, it's more of a like a I'm proving myself. I still got it. I'm still better than everybody. This is how I'm coming. So you know what time it is when this album is dropping. See, the album, you'll have some of that, but you'll have more of a mixture of concepts and real songs laid out with hooks and
Right.
you know what I mean, few skits. This is the get warmed up again. I haven't put nothing out in 2 years, so you
That's
know what
crazy to think. How big of a wrench was you going to jail, man? Do you think in your momentum? Because I felt like you had so much momentum.
It was that's a gift and a curse, honestly, because the curse is taking me away from my family, taking my freedom away, obviously, and taking my career away for the moment.
What about the gift part?
The gift is snapping me out of it and keeping me focused and waking me up. It just made me aware. It got me back into books and really has me more focused. Like you see,
How long was your bid?
2 years.
I mean, yeah, that's a lifetime in hip hop.
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, if I wasn't, I mean, you look around, all the top rappers are what? How old are they? My age.
Yeah.
So
No,
that-
dude, bro. I just had this conversation with Benny. Like Benny's old. Like not old.
Damn, nah, Benny.
But
ain't
Benny's
old.
like an older, like, you know, we look like generic hip hop fans look at Griselda as these new artists.
Because he
but
came
these-
out like what, 04,
No, but
right?
these guys have been grinding.
For a minute.
Like these guys are my age. Like, yo, like these guys aren't new rappers. You're just hearing of them now, but these are grown ass men.
And you know what I wanted to ask Benny? I wanted to see, because back in the day I always heard the name Black Sopranos. So I wanted to know if he always went with that name.
I think that's been around for a while. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then even Griselda didn't become Griselda officially until I think like 2016. It was I forget what Westside Gun had, what the name of his label was prior to that. But yeah, the Buffalo shit.
Yeah, they got it on Smash.
They
I ain't
do,
gonna hold you.
man. How inspiring is that to see like bars, the shit
It's
you
fire.
do,
It's fire. It gets
thriving.
It gets me like jealous, but not in a bad way.
Right.
And it gets me motivated. But that's what the 2000s used to do for me. Like the Fabs, Jada Kiss albums, Lloyd Banks freestyles, like all of those freestyles and dudes that was really lyrical, from Stack Bundles to everybody that was really rapping.
Yeah.
It's like they kept me on my toes, for one. For two, they motivated me. When it's like I'm hating and I'm motivated at the same time. It's like, oh, he killed that. I gotta go crazy the next time I go up there. Or I gotta go crazy on the next freestyle I do. You know what I'm saying? Because now though, I mean, well, before Griselda and after the 2000s, obviously, it just was dry, man. It's like,
yeah, you know, if you were paying attention, it wasn't like if you were like a super, you know, underground head, but like definitely on the forefront of rap,
though?
the shit is. I always say like the dark years are like 2017 through 2019, when the SoundCloud shit really took over. It was bad, man. There was like
even when I came,
the little pump era.
Yeah, that era.
That
like,
shit was.
I mean, it's still going on. So.
Nah, I think that shit's finally dying out, man. I really do. Like, I think all that antics shit, all that shit, like, perfect
It's
example.
fading out.
The 6ix9ine shit. Everybody, it was like a fucking car crash. Nobody could look away. But then when the music came out, no one cared. Like,
yeah, I think it was more about let's see what's gonna happen
it's
next.
the antics.
Yeah,
Like, all, you know, his story's insane. Like, whenever they make his movie, like, I'm gonna watch it because it's a crazy story. Like, if someone just told you that, and like without knowing who he was or having any sort of personal feelings to it, you'd be like, nah, that's crazy, fam.
No,
Come
that's a
on.
fact.
Like that's a movie you'd watch because like the shit it's a crazy story. But yeah, no, I think that whole wave of like people being known more for the bullshit they pop on the internet
clout.
than their music. I think COVID low key kind of helped too because people aren't standing on couches in clubs right now. They're like,
that's a fact.
they're consuming music in their headphones.
You gotta
or
rap
in their cars.
Yeah, you got to rap
And that's, I think it's helping bring a lot of the dope shit to the
to the light.
top. Yeah,
That's a fact.
100%.
Because if you look, the week that Benny the Butcher, Black Thought, T.I.,
yeah, Freddie Gibbs is thriving
Freddie
right
Gibbs,
now. Like,
Conway,
tons of dope shit is
My
thriving.
God, 38 Special. He's nice.
38 Special is crazy.
And he been nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. He's crazy. I need to get him up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Benny's project was crazy a couple years ago. But yeah, I think like you know, with you, I think it's like it's like you said, like it was a gift and a curse that you know went away. And so how different was the dynamic of the crew from when you went in to when you got out?
When I went in, it was still like,
was it fractured?
Yeah, it was like everybody doing their own thing. I mean, it was like that before, but we moved as a unit. I think fame and money, it just made like our circle crowded. Because now once we all pop, now we all got our entourages, and now it's not just us. It's all of us. It's like this entourage, that entourage, that entourage. So I don't know. I just think maybe it complicated things, but it's all love. It's not like, I think if Cam was to pick up the phone and call anybody, he could make a Dipset reunion happen anytime.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I think he's got that back. Yo, we were just talking about how back in the day, Dipset, it was like a thing, like a signature to rhyme the same words.
To rhyme the same words, yeah. I think, in my heart, I think Joel started that.
No, for sure. That's a Joel's thing all day.
I just was listening to some throwback freestyle he had, and that was the first, because I studied lyrics for real, and that's the first time I seen that scheme. Where he's
because
like,
Cam wasn't doing that on like SDE and even Come Home
but
with
Cam
Me.
started doing that after Joel's.
He did,
but it didn't really matter because Joel's is his artist. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Joel's. I think Joel started that when he said, "You think a good job's making 25 an hour? Got cats selling 25 20s by the hour."
Yeah,
that's what he said. And I'm the one paying them 25 an hour. Yeah, nah, 25 for rock
so crazy
and 25
when you think
for
of it.
powder.
Like if someone told you like, yo, they go ride the same shit, but it
means something different every time.
Every time, it's like it makes it that much harder.
Yeah, facts.
It's almost harder to do that than rhyming it with a new word. That's easy.
Yeah. You know what I was just telling? I had my video shoot for this song "Nothing Means Nothing" off my album, off my EP, coming out October 30th.
Friday.
Yeah, Friday, featuring 38 Special.
Well, this is coming out Monday, so this will be out already.
Dope.
So the EP's out.
Yeah, EP is out. Go get that. And if you watching this, then you already know the EP crazy. And if you don't, then go listen to that. But anyway, I was just shooting a video in the Heights with my guy 38 Special, and I was telling him, because on the verse that he spit, he rhymed for like 32 bars, but the same rhyme, like the same, how you explain it? Like the same rhyming pattern. Like he never switched the rhyme scheme. Huh?
The scheme, like the...
Yeah, like he's never... Yeah, like he just rhymed with... Not the same words.
No, but the same scheme.
Yeah, the same scheme. Like it's never switched out to rhyme with anything else, and it was fire straight through. I'm like, that's fire. That's impressive to keep that going, because it's so easy to just say two lines and then switch it again, and then a lot of these rappers, they don't rhyme multiple syllables. So to me, this don't be sounding impressive. But I know to the people, it's like, nah, that was some real shitty kick though.
Yeah, I think everybody has their own thing. I think. You know, there's artists who say things in an extremely simple way, but the way they say it is
the character, what they stand for. Yeah,
you know, the way they say it. You know, I think that there's guys who rap really fucking fast that don't say anything, but they can do the. But what are they saying?
They all flow. That's all flow. That's all.
And there are people who could do both. There's people who rap like that are fucking fire.
Yeah, like M.
Yeah, Tech 9. Like, there's some dudes who could really get down, but like, I think that just everybody has their own thing. Like, you know, and then there's guys like Royce who are like fucking all-time Jedis.
Oh yeah,
like Royce the 5'9" can do any fucking.
His pen is elite.
Oh, it's crazy. Do you like get like intimidated when you know you're like? First of all, do you know Royce is getting on the record? Like, or is it something you send to him?
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I ain't intimidated by nobody.
That's
I walk
great.
in a session with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne, my God, though. But I'm
well,
not.
Royce is a much better rapper than Lil Wayne, for the record.
It's debatable.
Lil Wayne is bigger.
It's debatable.
I don't know, man. Royce is a fucking murderer, bro.
I got to be in the studio with Royce to really, because I witnessed this man, Weezy, like,
Off
he's
the top.
different. Off the top, record the verse and say, I don't like the middle. Erase the middle.
And then go back in and just...
No, not go back in. He's still there. And do it right there. After he said erase it.
Yeah, so you've seen Wayne's creative process. What is that like? Is it no pen? Is it no phone?
No pen. No pen. It's just he might listen to the beat a few times, chuckle, laugh a little bit, and then walk to the booth.
Does he just
do it.
punch in as he goes?
No, one shot deal.
Really?
And if he don't like a line or he don't like
He'll
the
go
way he
back
say
in
it,
and fix it.
you'll say, yeah, let's do that over.
How do you do your thing? Because obviously you're the writer of writers.
One take. You know what I mean?
So you don't write down anything?
No, hell
No,
yeah,
you do.
right.
Okay.
Hell yeah, right.
Well,
I'm not trying to force myself to bust my brain to try to remember that.
Well, yeah, I've noticed nowadays, like a lot of rappers, especially now with the way like melody infused music has like kind of taken over. Like a lot of artists, they'll just go into the booth and then they'll lay down like the melody, like and then they'll sit there and listen to it, and then they'll just punch in line by line.
That's like what when somebody needs a ghostwriter, you let me hear the beat and you tell me like you'll mumble to it. This is the type of flow because now you need the words.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. It's actually
a reference.
It's like they'll lay that down and then they'll sit there and smoke and listen and then they'll go in and just punch in. No, but it's
still creative.
It's still creative.
It's still creative.
Still dope.
It's just not. I feel like it's harder to be able to say what you want to say and get your point across
without thinking about it too much.
But be rhyming multiple words, meaning multiple things at the same time with metaphors, punchlines, and it's just I'm a fan of that.
That's
you know
fair.
What I'm saying?
When we're talking about Harlem, who do you have as your top 5 Harlem MCs ever? Ever.
Big L, Mase, Cam. Not me. Not including
Take yourself out.
All right. Damn. I thought it was more than 3 from Harlem.
I think Dave East is making his way into that conversation.
No, Dave East is a young legend. That's my guy, but he's still young.
Dave East got catalog though, man.
He's still young.
Dave East got a lot of catalog.
Yeah, Dave East is my guy. Dave East is definitely up there. But as far as my top 5, I would say Big L, Cam, Mase.
Do you got
Jewels?
Out of respect, you put A$AP Rocky in there just because of the wave that he created?
As far as
maybe not lyrically, he's not lyrically. Nah, he ain't in there.
But A$AP Rocky is nice though.
He's underrated.
He's just a different type of rapper. He's a little bit more creative when it comes to like putting together rhymes and songs, and it's dope still, but it's not that type of rap. The Biggie, Big Pun, that type of rap that I was influenced by. Like, Cardan, yeah, but Cardan ain't really like, he might not even know who Cardan is.
Of course I do. Come on, man.
Oh, okay.
Harlem World.
Okay. Dope.
Bodega Bams is fire. He's probably not in that conversation, but he's super.
That's my guy. He definitely
for my
deserves
with my shit.
You know what I mean? Deserve a shot because he's nice. He's definitely
nice. Who else is from Harlem or not? We're not thinking of somebody, bro.
Yeah, G-Dep, but he just wasn't a.
What was the name of his album? Child of the Ghetto. Oh, that shit was so fire. It was so good.
I mean, I think
that one album was crazy.
Yeah.
But he did catch a body and find himself.
You know what's crazy? I was like in Poughkeepsie performing.
He turned himself in.
Yo, bro, before he turned himself in, I was in Poughkeepsie performing, and then I'm on stage rapping, and I see somebody get on stage with like a big colorful bubble coat, and I'm like, I ain't coming nobody. I can see it from the side of my eye. So I look, it's G-Dep, and he's just like going crazy, but he looked a little like off. So I'm like, I talked to him afterwards. We spoke. You was there, Fred? Yeah, I'm just trying to remember it clear. But shouts to him. He was that was right before he turned himself in. So I knew it was something a little bit off. But shouts to him. He's still a Harlem legend.
Yeah, Mase, I feel like doesn't also get enough respect as an MC. Mase was crazy.
Yeah, Mase get all the props in my books.
I just feel like in general when we talk about like Mase had a
overall, you saying
a crazy run, man.
Crazy run.
Double Up was a little disappointing, but
he was trying to get out that contract. That's how I looked at it. He was trying to get away from.
There was like 2 records on Double Up I worked with, but I remember buying Double Up and I was like, oh damn,
because he was trying to match it up with that Harlem World album.
Harlem. Oh yeah, that's right. The Harlem World album. They came out like
that's
really,
the triple platinum.
They came out super.
That's when he tried Double Up to get out his contract with Puff. That's what he's trying to do. And he was like, pretty much, he said it like he was kind of forced to put together that album, whatever.
When you were a kid, was like when him and Cam and Big L, was that like movement like known in Harlem? Like, was Children of the Corn, right?
Yeah, but that was like, I was too young for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, once I got older, I doubled back and listened, but I was too young for that.
People don't even realize that Mase had like an entire, Murder Mase was a real thing.
Yeah.
Like, it was so crazy when Mase came back as like with the Jesus shit, and then he went back to the gangster shit with G Unit for like one mixtape. I was so confused. I was like, what?
But honestly, I'm at the same time, I might have been confused, but I was hyped though. I'm like, okay, murder back on murder time? Okay.
Yeah, that didn't work out though.
Yeah, it didn't work.
And then he went back to the Welcome Back album with the Brewers hat on. And then, I actually got to meet Mase. Very nice guy.
Where?
Have you ever worked with Mase?
Nah.
You got to bring Murder Mase back for a verse, man.
I would love to do a song with Mase. Mase is a legend, man.
Of course, man. Super legend.
One of the biggest to do it from Harlem.
Oh, for sure. I would argue peak, if we're measuring peak, the biggest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he's the only artist I know that went triple platinum.
I'm talking I'm not talking about total run or influence on the culture, but I'm talking about like commercial success peak wise for like a year. Mase.
What about with Cam and Mase?
It's one of them too.
Commercial.
Bro, but I mean, Mase is fucking.
Who you think was bigger?
Oh, Mase.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Why you think that?
Bro, that's like that.
Because he had songs with Mariah. Because Cam had songs with Mariah too.
No, I think it's like hard. Like, bro, that like 12-month fucking run. Mase was like the guy.
Well, he brought Cam in.
No, for sure.
Yeah, so,
no, you're right.
Yeah.
Confessions of Fire. I remember like I fuck with that originally because Mase was on it.
Mm-hmm.
What was the song on that album where Cam was talking about fucking his aunt or his mom or some crazy shit? It was some wild shit. The song was actually called Confessions of Fire.
Nah, you bugging. He ain't say that though. He ain't say the mom or the aunt. Not the mom or the aunt though.
No, there was no.
You talking about when I raped that poodle and tried to turn the poodle into oodles and noodles.
On the song Confessions of Fire, he said
that's when he's confessing.
Shit. Hey, look up the lyrics to the song.
That's what I'm telling you, but he ain't say his own.
There was some wild shit he said on there about.
Oh yeah. He might have said. He said.
No,
he said. See what that does. He said I might. He was saying a bunch of off the wall shit.
He said some crazy shit, and I was like, this guy's crazy.
I don't know if it was. I don't think he said the mom.
Maybe not that, but it was some shit that was like off the wall like that though. Where I was like, oh, this guy Cameron is different.
I asked him. I said, yo, Flea, why you switch the style? I said, nah, niggas be trying to take my shit, man. See Eminem ran with the whole shit. I let him have it. But he was doing it before that.
He was doing that dark shit on Confessions of like
before. Hi kids, you like violence,
bro? Because I remember thinking like there was the Horse and Carriage record, and then I bought the album, and I was like, oh no, this shit is dark. You look him up, Eric.
You know what was dope too? The joint with him and ODB. That was classic.
Oh yeah. Yo, what's up, man? Bootleg Kev here. Shouting out to the homies at Odd Socks for sponsoring the Bootleg Kev podcast and showing us love, man. And let me tell you something. We don't take everyone's money. That's not true. We'll take everyone's money but Donald Trump's. But with that being said, we fuck with Odd Socks, all right? I've been rocking Odd Socks for like 8 years now. And man, Christmas time coming up. Make sure you get you some Odd Socks. First of all, let's talk about these basics right here. These joints are the most comfortable socks I've ever put on my feet. All right, no design, no license, but just crazy. So make sure you get some of those. All right. Then they got the Nickelodeon. They got the Scarface. They got Tapatio. They got WWE. How about Chef from South Park? You know what I'm saying? Whatever you need. Shout out Stone Cold Steve Austin, by the way. These are the socks that I wear when I drink PBR and yell at my wife. Anyway, shout out to Old Dirty Bastard too. Go to oddsocksofficial.com right now. All right? Right now. Go to oddsocksofficial.com, use the keyword Bootleg Kev, and you will receive 20% off at checkout. Go do that. What do you think is Cam's best album?
His best overall album?
I'm gonna go Purple Haze or SDE.
Purple Haze. I mean, I'm on it.
I'm a Purple Haze guy though.
Purple Haze? Yeah.
fucking that Killer Cam beat that he make his beats like the craziest beat. I don't know if that was a sample, whatever it was. Whoever did the Killer Cam, I was like, who?
Oh no, that was Opera Steve. Shouts to my guy
That's the
Opera
hardest
Steve.
shit ever, dog.
The sample sounded like Killer Cam, but he came in and sung it over, and they made it as a sample, like try to alter it.
So fuck mom and father. Shove the dick.
He said, "I fucked my own and I fucked my mom."
He said we were born to die, so fuck mom and father cry.
But when my girl got sodomized, I was traumatized. Shoved the dick down the throat. Okay. Maybe. I said, man, fuck an AIDS test.
Oh yeah, no, don't cut that up.
Yo, shout out to
he ain't
Cam.
gonna do the deal with you now.
I fucking love Cam. I was trying to get. He was in LA earlier this week, and I was trying to get him to come through. That's like a bucket list interview for me.
Who that? Killer?
Of course.
Yeah, shouts to Killer. Shouts to the
take your
whole
phone,
set.
buddy. I have your phone, sir. All good, buddy. Cameo. Plug in CBD.
Yeah, shouts to my guys Ryan, Henry, and the good guys over at Legends of Hemp. You know what I mean? We got some dope ideas coming, man. CBD, CBD's drop, CBD energy shots, CBD lines. What else? Massage oils, vape pens. We got a whole load of stuff coming. So
So
yeah.
so the CBD side of the game, you guys got on lock.
Pretty much.
That's what CBD is. It's a worldwide market where THC you can find to a state, right?
Listen, you're not on the mic, buddy. So
I tried to get him to brief me on the way, but I couldn't remember everything. But yeah, you know.
CBD is a worldwide market, is what he said.
Exactly. You know, it's not restricted like a marijuana type of thing. So you can ship worldwide and, you know, it's healthy. It's like, you know.
That's fair. Are you a healthy guy?
Of course. Hell yeah.
feel
I
like-
dropped 20 pounds but since the last time I came here.
What did you do to lose the weight?
I do keto and
Bro, I
yeah.
got on keto and lost weight, and then I got off it, and now I'm fat again.
well, I'll be off and on. And I don't
But it
gain
works.
It works.
Yo, like you go a month strictly on keto, bro.
What I did was I stopped I started doing the keto, but I canceled my gym membership. And I ordered the NordiTrack treadmill, put it in my
for the
crib,
crib?
bar, and
Is
I
that
just
the one
walk
that's got the
uphill.
screen on it and shit?
Yeah, and I just walk uphill for 10, 15 minutes before every meal, and then work out at night. You know what I'm saying?
To do everything from the crib. 'cause
Studio in the crib,
the gyms
too.
are canceled, right?
Yeah,
New
I
York-
did that. I did that right before COVID. Right before COVID hit.
People are saying that there's like a big exodus out of New York right now. Like people are moving and shit. Have you noticed like people leaving?
Nah,
I heard like Manhattan's got like 40,000 open apartments right now. which
it's
is-
a lie, bro.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie. Hell no, bro.
Well, shit, for everyone's rent price purposes, you kind of, that'd be nice, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because the rent
I'll be like
fucked
thinking
up.
like, yo, no, everybody's not paying $5,000 a month. Especially for these apartments. Like you enter these apartments because these apartments been there for years. Like,
Even the hotels are fucked up. You'll be like, I just spent $600 and the hotel is the size of my closet.
yeah, no, it's nothing
The
like a
hotel
LA
rooms
hotel.
in New York are so small.
Mm-hmm.
There's nowhere to put your shit. Like, wait, what? What
a
is
fact.
this?
It's nothing like LA hotels.
You'll
It's a
rent
little
it like
different.
you'll get it on Expedia, and then you'll get in and you'll be like, wait, this the elevator?
You see that you had some old pictures up.
Yeah, no, that shit crazy. Nah, yeah, because I know with the COVID shit, like I heard that just a lot of people are leaving California because it's so expensive. L.A.
I love LA. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I mean it's great. I could never live in New York. I love visiting New York, but I'm a West Coast guy, and just the idea.
Why you feel that?
I just don't like everybody's just so everybody's all
Loud, obnoxious,
Nah,
everything
nah,
moving fast.
nah. It's just you go outside and it's stress. Motherfuckers walking down the street everywhere.
Yeah.
They got their fucking game face on. It's like out here, I could go outside and not see nobody.
No, I hear that you'll walk past and they'll say what's up to you.
Yeah, but even like, it's impossible to avoid strangers in New York if you're gonna have a life.
In New York, yeah.
To go to work, to go whatever, you have to. Out here, I can drive from point A to point B and have zero interactions with people I don't know.
That's how Jersey is.
New York is so like, you got to get on the train or even you got to walk to get to the, like, it's just a lot, bro. And then the parking situation.
Yeah, the
is
parking is
fucked
horrible.
up. You got to pay for a parking space every month. All kinds of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing out here is that traffic.
I don't know the
bro.
trap, but purposely.
I was supposed to have been here.
When I moved here, the radio station's in Burbank and Burbank's pretty expensive, but I purposely was like, I'm gonna eat shit and pay more money so I never have to get on the freeway. So I got my studios right here in Burbank, North Hollywood area. The radio station's in Burbank.
Oh, this is Burbank?
This is the Burbank, North Hollywood like border.
Okay.
So if you go like a half a mile that way, you're in Burbank.
Okay.
Radio station like 5 minutes from here. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm gonna just pay more for my rent so I don't have to deal with what you said. Because that's what everybody, like the traffic gets you fucking stressed out thinking about that shit out here.
Yeah, bro. The GPS says 7 minutes. It took me 17 minutes, bro. It was traffic for no reason. Then I had to tell, when it cleared up, I told the driver, I said, yo, bro, drive. What are you doing?
You know, it's definitely, I would probably rather still deal with the traffic than have to like
deal with the people.
Deal with the trains.
Oh, to deal with the trains?
Yeah, well,
there's no trains out here?
I mean, there is, but I don't think people really don't take them like that.
Oh, it's not like that. It's like a Jersey train. Jersey's not here, and Jersey's.
Yo, one time I fell asleep in New York. I was on the train and I fell asleep.
Yeah, woke up in Canarsie.
I woke up in Spanish Harlem.
Oh, that wasn't that far.
But no, I took it from like downtown, and I woke up in Spanish Harlem. It was like 3 a.m, bro. I get off and I come up and I'm like.
But you still good in 3 a.m. in Spanish Harlem. You lucky you ain't wake up in Hunts Point in the Bronx.
I was like, okay, damn, this is Spanish Harlem. So I'm like trying to walk around and find my entrance into the subway to get to the other way. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like real tight with Bodega Bam. So I remember hitting him and I'd be like, hey, bro, I'm right here. Am I good
I'm right here.
Because I just woke up and got off the train.
No, Spanish Harlem is dope. It's cool. It's laid back.
Yo, Harlem is a vibe, bro. I just think it's like I felt like if I remember there's a few times I talked about moving to New York and I was like, yo, if I'm gonna move to New York, I'm either live in Jersey or Harlem. Because Harlem is like still technically, it's like the first borough outside of like if you're going towards like you're leaving Manhattan.
It's part of Manhattan.
It's part of Manhattan.
It's part of
right?
Manhattan. But yeah, we got Manhattan, Harlem, Washington Heights. That's all Manhattan.
And Washington Heights is like,
oh, my bad. LES, Manhattan, Harlem, Washington Heights.
And Washington Heights is like big Spanish area, right?
Yeah, Dominican. Shouts to all my Dominicanos up there.
And then from there it's the Bronx.
Then it's the Bronx, maybe a few blocks away. You could just cross a little bridge, you in the Bronx.
Shout out to the Bronx, man.
Yes, sir. Shouts to the X.
Yeah, what do you think? Why do you think for people who aren't from New York, man, every single borough has its own flavor. It's very different. Like you could go to Brooklyn and it's like you feel like you're in a whole nother place. Mm-hmm. Even parts of Brooklyn now, you're like fucking hipster motherfuckers everywhere, and then you know, 5 minutes away, it's a dangerous place.
Yeah.
Is that most of New York? Is like most of New York becoming gentrified, or is it still like?
No, it's just some.
Because Brooklyn is fucking crazy.
Yeah, Brooklyn is crazy.
It's hipster central. I mean, this guy lived there. Yeah, he's a hipster.
What part? On Williamsburg?
I was in Bushwick on Flushing and Knickerbocker.
Oh, okay. I don't really know Brooklyn like that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, neither do I.
I try to stay away from Brooklyn. Brooklyn's serious. Brooklyn's serious, bro.
It's like tons of like Puerto Ricans.
White girls with fucking armpit hair and
shit.
shit.
Coffee shops, like white girls.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, New York is.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was like blended hipster versus like the people that were originally there.
Okay.
So it was like a blended type of.
Yo.
I knew Brooklyn was different when my guys, the Wave Gang, they go by the Woo now. You know what I mean? But they had me in Brownsville projects.
Okay. I just remember Brownsville, by the way. Shout out to MOP. Just reading about Brownsville as a kid in XXL.
Yeah, they had me in Brownsville projects, and when I got there, like when I really seen the projects firsthand, that's when I seen like, this is totally different from Harlem. This is nowhere. Harlem ain't got nothing on this. This is different. This is like walking past the police with a bottle of rosé and they don't say shit. Like, this is different. Like, all they care about is shootouts, and they might not even walk up. They gonna call for backup. It's dark over there. It's different.
Yeah, it's like
it's different, bro.
Yeah, I just vividly remember reading Billy Danz and Lil Fame talking about how they used to shoot people off. Like they used to just.
Oh, they from the Ville.
They're from Brownsville. So, yeah. They used to just shoot people off the top of their build, like they were like they were snipers or something.
Shouts to MOP. I met them too.
What do you think is the craziest neighborhood in all of New York?
Craziest neighborhood in all of New York?
In all of New York?
That you've been to, maybe.
That I've been to? Damn. They gonna be mad at me. I can't just say one. Yeah, nah, they, no, Brownsville is like the to me in New York. Nah, in New York, cause see if I say no, now it's like word, so we ain't gangster like that. Nah, but I think Brownsville, honestly, Brownsville is different. It would be some people from East New York that'd tell you Brownsville. For real.
Brownsville. Yeah, man. Shout out to MOP.
Yes, sir.
First Family Zone. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Well, look, your EP is out.
Yeah, go get that. I Really Rap 2 out now on
Album
all
on the way?
platforms. Yeah, album on the way, but I'm gonna drop another EP. See, that's the problem I've been having is like I dropped the Upstage, it got a nice response. I fell back for 2 years.
You can't fall back no more, bro.
Yeah, nah. So I'm not playing.
Today. Listen, let me tell you, if I can give you any advice in today's world, bro, just keep dropping nonstop. And you're independent, right?
Facts.
So just, dude, run up your independent catalog, get that nice fucking monthly residual income coming in.
Yeah.
And run that, bro. Like, take a page out of what like Griselda's doing as far as like the quantity of music they're dropping, and own all of it.
You know what sparked me to do that? I had a cold conversation with 38
Special, another example. Just
like, yo, he looked at me like, yo, why you holding on to the music?
For sure. This is not the same era.
Right.
It's not the era to hold on to music.
But see, I was always accustomed.
Don't overthink your rollout. Don't overthink any of that shit.
I was always accustomed to one album a year. That's how you do it.
Drop 5 albums a year.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start doing.
I'm being serious.
I'm dropping next month again, November 30th.
Perfect.
Facts.
Just keep going, dog. And like, then you'll be like, yo, damn, these monthly fucking. What's your distro? Are you doing like TuneCore, distro?
Right now I'm putting this project out through Video. Shouts to Video. But I got TuneCore. I mess with different. Like I got my brother over at Distro Kid.
Right.
Yeah.
They
all work pretty much the same.
It.
Yeah, I own my I just got my masters back from Warner Brothers for one of my albums. Now I'm trying to get my first album that was #2 in the country. Hopefully they give it back to me. Koch Records.
Koch.
E1. Allen, holla at me, man. And y'all owe me some money too, but I'm not gonna make a big deal. Let's work things out.
E1 is what's the guy's name? What's the guy's
Alan
name?
Grumblatt.
Alan Grumblatt.
Yeah.
Hey,
cool
Steve,
dude.
Shout out to Steve Lobel. We'll try to get Steve's real close friends with him. I can try to make that happen for you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Boom. Well, listen, man. We got a freestyle dropping tomorrow. So this is Monday. Today's Monday. Tomorrow there'll be
It's going down.
JR Writer freestyle.
Yes, sir.
Boom.
Yeah.
Perfect.